Hi, welcome to our on-demand podcast for the National Home Visiting Summit. My name is Melody, and today I will be joined by Shamika and Sandy from the Native American Health Center's Strong Families Tribal Home Visiting Program based in Oakland, California. We will be discussing uplifting urban Indigenous communities through an innovative home visiting approach. Our session is ideal for home visiting program and practice leaders who are interested in creative ways to uplift diverse urban Indigenous communities through a balance of parenting, education, and care coordination. This session will feature a case study of how the Native American Health Center's Tribal Home Visiting Program engaged clients in parenting-related education while meeting clients' care coordination needs during the COVID-19 pandemic. We hope you enjoy.
Hello, my name is Shamika Dokes-Brown. I'm the program manager with the Strong Families Tribal Home Visiting Program with Native American Health Center.
Hello everyone, my name is Sandy Alegria and I'm the case manager for the home visiting program Strong Families at the Native American Health Center as well in Oakland.
Hey everyone, I'm Melody. I am the Evaluator at the Strong Families Home Visiting Program at NHC. We are all based out of the Native American Health Center, which is a nonprofit that provides medical, dental, behavioral health, community wellness, and social service programs. A little bit about Strong Families, since we're a little program that does big things in the Native American Health Center. Strong Families is a tribal maternal, infant, and early childhood home visiting program that is funded by the Administration for Children and Families.
And what our program does, we provide, of course, home visiting to families with children from the age of 0 to 5 years old. The beauty of our program is we don't just provide parenting education to the mom or to the dad. We provide parenting for the entire family. So if there's relatives that live in that home, they're able to receive the parenting as well. Let's sit at the table or sit in the living room and circle, whatever we need to do, so we're all on one accord.
And an innovation of our program has been having a case manager come in and work in parallel to the home visitors. We currently have 4 home visitors doing parenting education, and we also have Sandy, who's here with us today. She is funded by another grant completely, and that allows her to solely focus on our clients' case management needs.
We now know how fortunate we are because when COVID hit and the shelter in place went into play, instead of us trying to figure out the different roles of who and how we continue to provide the parenting education, we had already the case manager who actually addressed all of the case management needs. Does our program look different? Yes, it looks very different from what it did pre-COVID. However, there's still quality services being delivered. And when I say looks different, meaning a home visit no longer is just an hour and a half or an hour. A lot of the visits are now broken down into small sections, whether or not, we already know because of the kids being in school. So our families are now having to be the homeschool teacher, the principal, the librarian, you name it, so on and so forth. And so we've had to be creative at delivering the lessons and then having our case manager, being that there's a situation that comes up, whether it's with the CalFresh, which is in California, it's the subsidized food programming. Our case manager is able to just swift on in there, support the family, and there not be an interruption in that family receiving their parenting lesson.
I thought something that is really important to mention is that not only do the members feel comfortable talking to me, but it's more like I don't think it would have been possible if they didn't feel comfortable with the home visitors. It's kind of like a friend, a connection. If you when you need something, you're like, hey, do you know someone who can help me with so and so, and they're like, yeah, I got someone down the street or something like that, you know? It's like that same relationship. So it's like the member tells the home visitor, I need this and that, and they're like, yeah, we have Sandy. And I feel like that's really something that we've created as a team. We're just really connected, and we are a strong team that we're able to show to our members that they can trust us, like any of the team, you know, which allows us to move in such like easier way with all our members. So it's not just, you know, one person kind of sees one person whenever. It's like we have the ability to help each client, especially me because I support everybody. But I feel like the home visitors are starting to get to know the whole team rather than just like one person in the team, which I love. And I think that helps out, especially, you know, because we're all humans and we have to take breaks, especially during COVID. I think that it's been tough on all of us, not just on the members, but also us as a team. It's been really hard um, during this big shift. And I think that as a team, we're supporting each other to not burn out so fast, but also helping our members to not burn out themselves at their homes, you know?
There's a lot that we learned in the past pre case manager with delivering home visiting services. So when we initially started, the home visitor had to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
So they were doing parent education and also the case management. But what we noticed was that the unmet needs were so severe that it was difficult to get the parenting information to the members because you spent a lot of time with basically addressing those case management needs.
The clients we serve are amazing, and they are the center part of our program. They come from many different tribal groups, different backgrounds, and we all know that because of the historical trauma and the institutional barriers experienced generationally, many of our families have very complex case management needs.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That is so true. And you see, like our population they are amazing and they are resilient. Period. It also goes back to building relationships with home visitors. You know, because it's not like the same type of relationship that you would have with your medical provider or anyone else. Like it's an honor and privilege for somebody to invite you into their home. So when you are doing a parenting lessons with the family, remind you, we don't just service the mom and the dad. If there are other relatives in the home, they're also receiving parenting lessons as well. And if there's some unmet needs that they're, you know, struggling with and need medical attention or things of that sort, or employment, if we know any resources, they get the resources too. So we're not just building on one little family, we're building on the entire family because that's a unit. And whatever benefits the adults that are the caretakers to the children that we can do or give, it strengthens the outcome for this child. So we go back to the village mentality of community raising children. So that's why I love our program.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel really proud of our team
Mm-hmm.
supporting our families during this because it's a big shift moving from being able to see them every day or like not every day, but you know, once a week, and not even being able to hug them now. It's really tough because we grew up seeing these babies, you know, some of them before they were even born. So I think that it's been really tough to not get that connection exactly, but we are there and we know that that they're okay, you know. So it's for our safety, but we are also just, you know, trying to maintain that support with them. But I think that it does make me proud when we reflect, like we're reflecting right now. We're talking about a client who calls her to ask, you know, for support with writing a letter. I think that's great because it's like, wow, we really created a big change for this just one family. And then when we look at all of our families, I'm like, wow, each family has a different story, but it's like we've supported them. You know, we're not there to do the work for them, you know, we're just there to support them. And I think that with just that support, they've done like a big jump. You know, when I think of a lot of our families, wow, like I can't believe you got your own place now, or you're gonna start what kindergarten, like our families that just graduated, and then writing a letter, and then what else? Um, this is okay to share, but just like having a family get out of parole, like having a father getting out of a huge celebration.
Huge milestone. No, that's huge because
Oh yeah,
when you think of it too, I feel like just being like COVID has interrupted business as normal.
yeah,
And it's been devastating, but it's also been so many rewards in it where it comes to staying connected with families. Hard to reach families. Um, it's like, wait a minute, what? Like they answered. Oh my God. And even just the fact that they they love the calls. They love the video chat. And it's like, okay, but like as Sandy mentioned too, it is hard for us because we are used to holding the babies and smelling the top of the new baby's heads and touching the baby feet and things of that sort. And that's been hard because a lot of the families do want to say stuff like, well, could you just come back into the clinic? And I mean, we could stand 6 feet away, and you'd like, that is not possible because if your baby run to us, we are not going to say, hey, you're not 6 feet away. You're going to pick that baby up. But the blessing is, as Sandy mentioned too, a dad now off of parole.
the children who
Yeah.
would have a history of like not being able to make it a class on time is now always like had what was it, a certificate of being on
Perfect
time,
attendance. Perfect attendance.
perfect attendance, and I was like, wow. And then just the amount of people who signed up for mental health this year just been amazing. Like it's been so hard for our members to do that step, to even just call or to even tell us, to be honest. So the fact that they took that initiative to be like, yeah, actually, you know what, I do want to do an intake. It's like, I think that, yeah, it's been a hard year, but I feel like we've blossomed in a way, I would say, with our members, and just seeing them grow and do these amazing first steps, or maybe it's the second time doing the first steps, but you know what, it's okay because we're there, and we're gonna be there. So I think that's a part that they know, is that we're always, no matter what, even if they fail or if they get scared the first time around, they know we're there.